Welcome to Cloudcast, where you get an inside look at St. Cloud, Florida's local government. Whether you live, work, or play here, we're bringing you the information you need to better understand your city. Cloudcast is hosted by our communications team, including Miriam Batchelder, Andrew Sullivan, Deborah Carson, and Jay B. Miller. Thanks for listening in to Cloudcast.
Welcome back to Cloudcast.
Yay!
Hosted by the St. Cloud's Communications Department. I am Mary Emma. Our special guest today is no stranger to Cloudcast, Rose from our Parks and Rec Department.
I'm here.
Rose, it's October, and that is busy time in the city of St. Cloud. We have a spooky event coming up, Trail of Terror, which is hugely popular in St. Cloud. I know we draw big crowds for this every year. Tell us a little bit about what you and your team have planned for us this year.
We've created an original concept this year.
Nice.
It is the Legend of Peghorn.
Okay.
So Trail of Terror, historically, we're always out at Peghorn Park. Where did it start, guys? Where did it start? We're going to find out. Let's take this journey.
Okay.
Origin story.
Yeah. Yep. We have an origin story of Peghorn Park in the city of St. Cloud. So what we're going to do this year on Trail of Terror is take a step back in time. We're going to go back to Peghorn in our 1800s era, where the quiet town of Peghorn hides dark secrets.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bum, bum, bum. So something sinister has kind of been like stirring in the town and twisting the people into madness, absolute madness. It's no two people look alike. Everybody's going absolutely insane. And where is it coming from? We have to walk the trail and find out.
No, thanks. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. No, this sounds great.
Yeah.
So I love that we're doing an original concept this year. It'll be something they haven't seen anywhere else and won't see anywhere else. Tell me a little bit about how you and your team kind of come up with this stuff and just all the work that goes into creating it. And putting it together.
Gosh, this has been an idea that's been rolling. It was already hot outside. I'm going to tell you that. It was already hot outside, so it was, January 1st?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe the 2nd.
We literally, myself, our event coordinator, Oakley Gray, and our sexton, who plays a really, really, really big role, Michael Wager, have just been continuously walking Peghorn, walking trail, and, flowing the ideas. And we write them down, and we go back and we tell the story. And we go back and we walk the trail again, and we write those ideas down, and then we go back and we fit it into the story, and we literally, it's like a walk and talk. We call it Trail Talk. Okay. It's our little version of Cloudcast, but in person.
Love it.
So we go, we meet for Trail Talk, we walk the trail, we think, we've really put time and effort to look at each and every aspect that someone would be walking into and being like, where is the story here? What are we showing? What are we telling? How can we make this one cohesive theme where you're from start to finish learning and figuring out what happened on those dark and scary nights out at Peghorn Park?
I love this so much.
Yeah.
And let's talk about our dates first.
The 17th, 18th, 24th, and 25th. All nights are 8 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Okay.
You can buy tickets in advance on our website. They're $15 if you buy them in advance, $20 at the door.
Okay.
So historically at Peghorn, you've waited in a line, and the line can get long. This is a very, very popular event.
Yes.
We have lots of people out every single night.
Yep.
So where you used to park, you enter into a block party, essentially.
Okay.
So there's photo opportunities. There will be food trucks.
So we're keeping people entertained while they're making their way to their turn to go into
absolutely.
the trail.
So then you'll be called for your turn to enter the trail instead of just waiting in a line.
Yeah, waiting in a line is boring.
Yep.
Playing and doing photo booths.
So there's really like two things going on.
Yeah.
Right?
So you got two events for one.
Yep.
This is great.
Yeah. There'll be a DJ. We've got our face painter out there doing henna tattoos. Just a lot of things to do while you're waiting instead of just standing and waiting in line.
Right.
Because it's October in Florida. Yeah. It's hot. Standing stagnant near a park that has a body of water. No, thank you.
Get a little humid.
So almost if somebody really didn't enjoy being scared, even though this is all in good fun, of course, they could just stay in there, let the rest of their party go through and have a great time, and then be entertained and have food and fun the whole time, and just
like what Mayhem does at our theme park that shall not be mentioned. Where the roller coaster's too scary, but I like to go do the little games outside or the gift shops, of course, right? So, we'll call that the Wimpy Zone or the Mariema Zone.
Listen, I am the bag holder. I am the bag holder. And, our
bags, sunglasses, hats, I got you. Yes, I'm there too.
Yeah. You go through the haunted house. I'll be standing here with everybody's purses. I just don't want to not go. I still want to be included, but I'm not going through those haunted houses.
I'll go through the happy haunted houses, but not the scary ones.
Yes, but everybody else should come out to our haunted house for sure.
So listen though, but to that point, excusing people like me that are scared of their own shadow, we get asked every year on social media, is this appropriate for children? And I want to say, good heavens no, sit them home and watch cartoons. However, it's really a parental choice, right? And you know how your kid is wired, and you probably don't want to scare the bejeebers out of a 3-year-old. Okay,
no.
But if you got a 12-year-old that's into it, So
we recommend that this event is not suitable for children 13 and under. Obviously,
I meant 14. If you have a 14-year-old who's into it,
I think we say 13 just because it's a spooky number. Plus. Taylor Swift loves 13, so I just had to put that out there. But 13 and under, I wouldn't really recommend this event. It is scary. I know that I am a scaredy cat like you. I am afraid of my own shadow. So if that's your family's vibe, that's your family's vibe. That's your choice. But we do not recommend it for children 13 and under.
But we're not carding kids, we're not
carding.
Screening for their things. But our recommendation is 13 and under. Yeah. Stay home.
I always like to use the disclaimer that Steven Spielberg used for Jaws. Some scenes may be too intense for younger children.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But sometimes that just draws up the suspense and makes people want to come.
It makes people want to come more. Except Rose and Mariema were at home with we're holding the purses with the 6-year-olds.
But people have been warned, so it could be scary.
And now this year you have an extra option if you do bring your young one with you and they decide that it's not for them and they don't want to go through, they can stay out with a parent in the party zone, the block party.
They can.
Yeah.
That, and this event is brought to you by Experience Kissimmee and Orlando Health. Experience Kissimmee will have a survey on site, which is exciting. If you want to wait at the end of the trail, you can take the survey for a free gift. When you take the survey, you're also entered into a raffle to win VIP tickets for Rock in the Cloud. So we'll be giving away 4 VIP tickets for Rock in the Cloud if you take our event survey. So you can also wait there.
So if you're brand new to St. Cloud, Rock in the Cloud is the premier New Year's Eve event in Osceola County. It's our New Year's Eve event here in downtown St. Cloud. We drop a cloud at midnight, not to be outdone by our friends in New York City with their big crystal ball.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. So 4 VIP passes for that event, New Year's Eve. We'll get them all kinds of cool stuff in the VIP tent. So that's a great opportunity. Make sure you stop by and see our friends at Experience Kissimmee at the end of Trail of Terror and take that survey for your chance. Well, you get a free gift anyway, and then you have a chance to win the 4-pack of VIP passes. So great stuff there.
So two separate winners, 2 tickets. So 4 tickets in total.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And talk a little bit about kind of how Trail of Terror comes together. We talked about the concept and how you develop that, but as far as costuming and the sound and lighting effects, talk a little bit about kind of how the city team pulls that together.
Yeah, so shout out to Jay Miller. He's out there doing trail talk with us.
Yeah, Jay.
Jay's out there. He's doing trail talk with us.
Podcaster extraordinaire.
Yeah. We go through, and I mean, Jay can attest. We've walked it a couple times together. Yeah, and it's just every nook and cranny is like, okay, this is what we're doing here. This is kind of what we're thinking. What can we do? We're combing through each and every scene, and that's what we're doing for the costuming as well, and the build itself. So the costuming, this is all put on by our recreational aides under Parks and Recreation and volunteers who sign up just because they want to come out, they want to have fun.
And we have
return volunteers every single year, which is so nice to see. They want to come back. They want to be a part of it.
These are mean people who like scaring other people?
Yeah.
No, they're wonderful volunteers who enjoy participating. Okay.
It must be some sort of like a release, like what I could equate to like going for a run. Like, let me scare this person.
I mean, I gotta say though, I love watching videos of people getting scared to death because it's hilarious to watch their reaction. So I can kind of see that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll volunteer next year.
Yeah, there you go. You can volunteer. You can be the scarer instead of the scary.
Yes. And I think that would be less scary for me if I was the scarer. So Jay, I got to ask you though, October, and it starts long before October. Like, this man is just like a machine the entire month, getting all this stuff set up and staged out there. And I tell people all the time, when you go through, you really don't think about necessarily, and we don't want you to, what it takes to make the magic happen and to make it seem seamless and all that. But man, there's a lot of work that goes on. So just hats off to Jay and his expertise.
I would definitely agree. There's a lot going on there. I have to say I look forward to this time of year because I like to be involved in the Trail of Terror project. And coming from that background, it's all going on. It's a Broadway production out there, really. Mm-hmm. Like, you got all the elements, and for what, the budgetary constraints, whatnot, it's all comes together. You can't really tell. It's just like a lot of fun.
So I say this all the time. I am not a crafty parent. I will throw money at any problem for any other parent that is crafty. Our team that spearheads this are like, they're the crafty moms, but
nice.
They're
you need them. You've got to have them. Yeah.
There are crafty moms. So again, shout out to our sexton. His name is Michael Wager. He has, just tirelessly taught our recreational aides, this is how you use a table saw, and we're going to drill this into this, and this is how we're going to make it. Every single item that you see out in trail, down to the nitty gritty of, our natural resources supervisor went out there and remulched some areas in Peghorn the other day, are with Trail of Terror in mind. So everything that you see, multiple people have hands-on worked on it, crafted it, made it what it is to be for our community.
So my communications director brain is whirring right now because we need to tell that story next year. Right? Not to give away your secrets in advance. I know those are tightly kept, but just the work that goes into behind the scenes to make that thing
It's funny
together.
that you said that because as we were having this conversation, I'm like, I wonder if I can pitch them a behind the scenes next year. How often can I get someone out there filming?
Absolutely. No, that's a great story to tell. And I think from the community perspective, it's fun to kind of see how this stuff goes together.
Yeah.
We would have to solemnly swear not to let any of your secrets out about what people are going to see. Pinky promise. That's right.
So the 17th, the 18th, the 24th, and the 25th from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. So it's we've said it a couple times. It's the Legend of Peghorn, but if you don't know, it's at Peghorn Park, Peghorn Nature Park, which is 2101 Peghorn Way. If it's your first time out at Peghorn, little plug to the park itself. I think Peghorn Park is one of the St. Cloud's Parks and Recreation's hidden secrets.
Best kept secrets, yeah.
Yeah, it's not, it's a little different right now because we've got everything built out there. So you'll see a lot of that trail stuff during the day. Please don't go and mess with it. There's disclaimer signs everywhere. Don't do it. Please don't do it. But outside of October, Peghorn's beautiful. There's huge walking trails back there. So just plug to the park itself.
Yeah, we did a video kind of plugging the park several months ago, I think when the Rainbow Bridge opened out there. And what an amazing park. And it was kind of cool to see the comments when we posted it to social media about, wow, I never knew St. Cloud had this. So,
yeah, it's kind of hidden, but it's super beautiful.
It's a hidden treasure
there.
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
And
so
lots of history.
I saw an otter out there once.
No way.
Yeah, he scared me because I was out there and I'm like, this otter, I hope he's not hungry because you've gotten back in the pond.
It was just you and him, man.
Yeah,
You're going down. Yeah.
That's right.
You can see a bunch of Sammies out there all the time. We have chickens out at Peghorn.
Mm-hmm.
We have all the things.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, Peghorn is the site for the Legend of Peghorn. It's this year's Trail of Terror. We hope to see you out there. And thanks for joining us on another edition of Cloudcast.
Thanks for having me again. I want to see the stats at the end of the year, where I rank on the list.
Oh, you've got to be number one. You're the most fun, right?
Yes, this is true. Fun and humble.
All right. Well, Rose, thanks for stopping in.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
That's it for this edition of Cloudcast. Don't forget to like, follow, rate, and review, and we'll see you next time on Cloudcast.